to another season of Wheel to Wheel Lap Guides. So what we've got here is the Porsche 1 make for the GR3s, Lamborghini 1 makes for the GR4s. So get on board, have fun. Everyone loves the sound of the Porsche, well, I know I definitely do. But yeah, we're at Monza for round 1. This is going to be equal conditions like all my lap guides will be, but let's hop on board and I'll show you how we do it. So keeping left, remembering there's no tailwind or headwind here at the moment with equal conditions, so you're looking at the 150 metre board is when you want to start braking. Maybe another 10 or 20 metres when you're on brand new fresh tyres. So as you can see, the rubbered in line starting to appear on the track just ahead. Good indicator of when to brake. Down in the first, starting to trail off as you head in, just as you're about to turn in. So I could have probably broken 10 metres later there, carried just a little bit more speed on entry, but yeah. Again, Monza is very, very prone to getting track limit penalties if you want to maximise your lap times here. So as you can see here, right up on the curb, probably no more further right, and the same thing with the next part of the chicane. A lot of issues here with people getting track limit penalties. So we'll carry on. You'll see it in the outside shot for the non-talk through lap. In the first, maybe just a little bit off throttle to help that rotation before you start to bring it on, otherwise you'll get that on throttle understeer. Using all the track limits out there, don't touch these gravel traps that you'll see here and on other corners around the track, because it will ruin your momentum. You have a tendency, you'll see a lot of people just clip it, and then you open for overtakes come race day. So hugging the right, all the way around, especially into sector 1 here. So you're looking at just at the end of the wall, just on my right, as you would have seen, or this little bit of sand, gravel just on your right. But yeah, you can go as deep as the 100 metre board on fresh tyres. So yeah, on the brakes now. It's braking in a straight line, just as you're approaching the start of the ripple strip on the right, starting to angle it in, abusing the track limits again, similar to the turn 1-2 chicane. Keeping that momentum, so you want to keep just a little bit of throttle when you're going over these curbs. It keep the car planted. And again, all the way out to the track limits. So with this corner too, it can be a case of you can hold third gear. Some people like to go up to fourth and then back down to third. Just it all depends on the grip at the time and the track conditions. So, but general rule of thumb is when you're about to 50, start to get off the throttle, a little bit of brakes, trail off, and then again using that Porsche characteristic of you get off that throttle just for half a second is all you need. Can help rotation massively. So, and then starting to bring on the throttle. Again, 50 metre board is where you want to start hitting the brakes here. So starting the transition now. Full braking and then trailing it off. Down in the second, using the curbs. Trying to really square off your exits to get that momentum going. Come down under the bridge. So probably what people refer to as the trickiest section. I like to use so just before the 100 meters, or on the 100 meters. You see a lot of people hit the brakes here and they just drift a little bit right, and the rear end goes because they start to brake on the white line or on the grass. So be careful of that. So on the brakes, trailing into the corner. Porsche tends to like this, the sausage curbs on the left, so you can use them a little bit. Just be careful of track limits again here. So down the second, just look at that throttle modulation as we're getting the car just nice and steady. Once you're steady, bring it on. I generally don't like to go too much full throttle through there, unless you got it absolutely perfect. If you hold that 80-90% throttle and just keep your car nice and guided straight, full throttle out. Probably lost 10 there by hitting the rev limiter. Generally changing to fifth around the 223, 224. The gear does go out to 230, but I feel like you may lose a bit of momentum there. Come into the last corner. So you're looking, yeah, so about 70 meters, give or take, on the brakes, trailing it in. Use the gears to get the nose tucked in, and then see there you just half throttle, and you're probably looking towards the end of this curbing on the right is when you can really start to bring on the throttle. So as the racing line or the rubber in line starts to transition out is when a good guide of getting on full throttle. You want to keep all the momentum going to the corner here. So I believe that was a 48.3. Um, so good lap guide um, time there. Again, there's little bits and pieces there where you could probably push the limits just a little bit more. But yeah, I'm not trying to find every tenth of a second for you guys. It's all about, you're driving at 98%, so you don't get those track limit penalties. But a low 48 on softs, probably a good time around here. But yeah, so we'll go back, do the lap without me talking, and with the bird's eye view on the top right corner as well. So yeah, good luck for round one, and yeah,